Okay, Majin Obama here. Welcome back, guys, to EVO Japan 2023. We're out right in front of the entrance, and I got somebody who's about to go in there for the top 8 of Street Fighter 5. You guys know him. You guys love him. I see everybody out there. Y'all know who this is, man. Introduce yourself anyway. Go ahead.
My name is Ricardo Roman, also known as Mono, Fang player extraordinaire, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you had a good year, man. You smell crazy right now, man. You smell poisonous as hell. I know that. But look, you're going up against Nemo on winner's side of this top 8. You made it this far in this event. What have been some of the matches that stand out to you from your bracket path to get here?
Okay, well, the matches that I felt were like the toughest or that I was worried about was a Ken player. I really don't know his name. But then I had to play Yuhikari, which is like apparently #1 rank Colleen. And that match was almost, like I almost lost that one because it was really close. He picked VT1, Visco 2, and I haven't seen Colleen use VT1 in a while. So, and then Torimeshi was definitely the hardest one because like Dalsim versus Fang, it's actually Dalsim's favor because you can't really do carpets, you can't do Visco because you can always just do stand strong and punish. So I had to like obviously use a strategy to using trades and try to like get momentum, trying to read his pokes and try to, as soon as I got in, just stay in because I can't let Dalsim like get away.
All right, I want to ask you about your experience in Japan first. First, let's keep it with the event, right? What did you think about the average level of play or just from what you saw, what you've experienced so far since you've been out here?
I mean, the level of play to me is super good. Like I was playing casuals in the morning, yesterday especially, and I played a Dalsim player called Yu, and I played him, and he was in my pool, I didn't even know. And I was like, damn, I hope I don't have to play him. Because I beat him, but I was like, it was very uncomfortable. But also I went to Rebel Sphere, Rebel Gaming Sphere. There were a lot of players there. The level was super high. Obviously, the way I play Fang is something that also that stands out a bit. So I did well, but I did realize that every time a player would sat down, I'd be like, I would expect at least 1 or 2 to be like not as like optimal, I guess. But then I got caught with a lot of stuff, and I was like, okay, I need to respect each and every one of these guys. But the event so far, I mean, the level of play, everybody's been super nice to me. Like those that know me, like have hit me up for pictures or even advice. Even though there's a slight language barrier, but Google Translate helps a little with that. So it's been really fun.
How does it feel now, I think, to be out here competing with, you kind of got a, I wouldn't say, you know, yeah, we can say you got a kind of a target on your back, you know? People know you now, you know, you've had a pretty solid run the past year or two, right? Yeah. So how does it feel knowing that, like, do you feel an additional sense of pressure? Like, how does that feel?
I mean, it is a slight sense of pressure, but to some point, I'm actually pumped about it because it's like nobody actually had Fang on a radar to be like, oh man, this character's a problem until like recently. Like now everybody's trying to prepare for Fang. There's not that many Fangs in the world. At a high level, there are very few. Like you could only mention like maybe like 5 total. So it's really hard to get that much practice. But I do know that everybody's just like trying to get as much info as they can to see how they can play against Fang, and me particularly.
Now, how do you feel about the bracket looking ahead? Right, in this top 8, you got to go up against Nemo. Looking on the other side. Well, before we even get to that, how do you feel about this match coming up?
I mean, versus Nemo, I could say I feel confident. The matchups, like the character spreadsheet that he has, the characters he plays are not favorable. Like they're favorable for Fang. Like Fang beats Urian, Fang versus Gil, Fang does well versus Gil. The only other character that I could think of was Falk, and Falk is evenish because I discussed this matchup with Phils, and we think it's slightly even and that's pretty much all the characters he has. Like I think he has an Ed, but I play Ajax Fidelity a lot in Puerto Rico. Very strong Ed player that was in SFL with us, and I don't think he'll go Ed because of that experience that I have.
So how's your confidence level overall, you'd say?
I'd say it's pretty good. Like the matchups, like there are hard matchups in that bracket, but I've been playing Fang for so many years that it's no longer like, oh, this is a bad matchup, 6-4, I'm gonna lose no matter what. Like I know how to play it, and if the person who's playing the matchup is only playing it on the basis counter strategy, then it's not gonna work as effective because I already like labbed out all those counter strategies to that. So I feel like they have to be like way more aware if they're gonna play versus Fang.
Bet that's the power of being a character specialist in a game that's been out as long as this, right? Now bad matchups for you are just like normal matchups, but bad matchups for other people in some ways. But let's talk a little bit about this. I mean, you know, you're about to go in there. I guess, do you have any comments that you want to say out there to other people who are thinking about coming out to an event like this, or people who might be skittish about traveling to another country to play at an event like this is out here in Asia or something like that?
I mean, to me, the experience so far has been amazing. People don't know, but I arrived here on the 22nd of March because I wanted to like experience Japan the most. Like I came here in 2018, but I was only in Tokyo. But this year I went to Osaka, I went to Nara, I went to Kyoto. I got to see like, yeah, because there's so much to do. Like I remember I took 10 days for 2018 and it wasn't enough time to see all of it. So I took like 2 weeks this time. I'm like, no, I'm definitely seeing, and like the culture is so nice, the temples, like the different types of things that they have. I went to the Tombori, I went to the deer park, I went to the monkey park. I went everywhere pretty much. And now, and like I said, like the people, I don't feel there's that much of, I feel like people are scared that language barrier is a thing, but there are so many places that you can really get by with English, to be honest, because there's always like translations for everything. Technology has come a long way. Like you can use Google Lens and translate a menu if they don't have it on. Like I feel like the experience of coming to something like Japan or Asia in general is something that I feel more players should do. Like the same thing like when they go to Puerto Rico or they go to Dominican Republic. Like it's obviously cross seas, but it's a really good experience for those that go. Like people from Asia have gone to Puerto Rico, have they gone to DR, they've gone to Costa Rica. I mean, and the same thing goes for going to Asia. Like I'd love to go to Singapore. I haven't gone, but I really want to go.
All right, I don't want to take too much more of your time. Look, you got anything left to say to the guys at PR?
Yeah, I want to tell to everybody in PR who's been watching and sending me messages and hyping up on the fact that I qualified top 8 at EVO. This is my first EVO top 8. I've never qualified for EVO ever. And the fact that I qualified for the last EVO for Street Fighter V for top 8 is like, I don't know what to say, you know, like I didn't expect it. So I want to thank them. I want to thank my team because they brought me out here. The Team Red Rooster, actually my boss is here with a few other people from the team. And honestly, they've been recording, they've been hyping me up and cheering me the whole time. Like I uploaded some stories where they were actually like screaming from their lungs when I won versus Torimeshi. And like all the messages that I received, like I've received from a bar that I usually go, all the bartenders were putting the finals. It was like 3, 4 a.m., but they were watching it and they were cheering for us. Even Hot Dog, because Hot Dog went to Puerto Rico at some point for SFL. So honestly, all the support I've gotten, it actually wound up this morning in local news that I qualified top 8 Japan. So I'm actually really thankful for all the support. And even the Japanese community, a lot of them have been tagging me, asking for pictures, telling me, man, I hope you win. I know I'm from Japan and I should go for Japan, but I really want you to win. And Yu actually, he said that Torimeshi was his sensei. He's like, I felt conflicted, but I mean, it is what it is, you know, but because I practiced with him, because when I played him earlier, I was like, I need to play you again before I play with Torimeshi. So I managed to get a little more practice in before playing against them, which was really good. And the fact that they've been so nice, so humble, so helpful, always wanting to like ask them actually, the cool story. First match of the tournament, I play this guy and he knows who I am. And when I beat him, he gives me a gift. And it's actually a pack of cookies from his town near Nakano, I think it was. And I was like, what is this? This is so nice. But the cookies are delicious, by the way. But yeah, like it's just things that I don't see anywhere else, to be honest. I feel like Japan is just has so many things to do, to be honest.
All right, Mono, good luck, man. And back to you guys in the studio. We'll see you guys later.